right, everybody. Good afternoon. JT here in the Studio 10-4, and me and the Studio 10-4 weekly update. Yes, I literally just caught my breath. Back from Louisville, Kentucky. Got in on Monday, but I'm telling you, man, if you don't know what it takes to get to where we were last week, and I don't mean because driving or flying, I mean everything it takes to make it all happen. We're just one small part of it. There's a whole bunch of other folks that are involved, and we all have our just maxed out stress levels that I'm sure we all reach when it comes to going to Matt's to Louisville for the biggest truck show in the world. Joe Wilson, what's going on? Everett Ford, how you doing, buddy? I am sorry I missed you and Miss Julia from the other room. She's in her office and she's taking care of business there in the other side of the studio at her desk and getting done what she needs to get done. Just quickly for a minute, I got to say, I am super sorry. And I apologize to everybody I missed that we didn't get a chance to hang out with, talk with, see, and not for lack of trying. As far as, the PKY lot, Paul K. Young lot outside and where all the show trucks were, man, I was doing laps out there trying to catch everybody. And it just, just doesn't happen always. And in the case of last week and trying to meet up with everyone, it didn't happen, but it did happen with a lot. There was a lot of folks that I did get a chance to get together with, talk with. Not everybody made it on camera on all the live streams that we did, but a lot of you did, and you should all be proud. The show was incredible. Spectator support, I think, was phenomenal. I didn't spend a lot of time indoors, so I can't tell you for sure, but I can tell you my moments of getting from our 10-4 magazine booth to the outside, making my way through everything to get to where I needed to go. It was not easy. There was, tons and tons of people. So, we saw a lot. I saw a lot of folks out there. Joe, thank you. I appreciate that. Really tried hard this year to make it a higher quality content, higher quality production, and really kind of show you guys what you wanted to see, which is, show trucks, right? Trucks. And let me paraphrase that: trucks that are competing in a truck show, because not every truck, as some of you like to say, are show trucks. I mean, these are working class show trucks. They're everyday drivers. I mean, man, there's just a whole bunch of things going on out there. Let's see. Chuck Mason Jr. Yeah. You're welcome for the coverage. Absolutely. Good question. I'm just going to have to, I'm going to field this question. I'm going to say no. No, there's not. There's no such thing as a GATS 2022. I'm pretty sure that the Great American Truck Show of Dallas, Texas, as we knew it, has been laid to rest, and I'm pretty certain of that. Not a word about it from anyone. So, yeah, I'm going to say no. But good question, and I would welcome it, as well as and look, guys that are putting together shows, man. Let me tell you something. Somebody wants to put a show together, get one going in Vegas. What in the heck are we not doing in Vegas? Las Vegas. Let's get a show back in Las Vegas. Come on. Brandon, what is up, man? My buddy Brandon Carpenter took care of me. I think it was a Thursday night, Brandon, or Friday night. I don't remember, man. It was a blur, but might even been Wednesday night. Hell, I don't know. But I didn't have, but I think like a little something bite in the morning. And then it was time to go back to 10-4's booth, and we were going to wrap it up. And he brought me over, and let me tell you, man, he had a set up the end of his trailer inside with a half drum barbecue grill going and the best bratwurst ever. So thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Dan Lynn's owner editor here, 10-4, of course, Dan the man, reaffirming what I said. Yeah, it's pretty much, I think we're in agreement. That one's a done deal. So, but yeah, man, let's Somebody out there, come on, take it on. Let's go, Las Vegas, man. Let's make that happen. That would be a fun one to have happen again. CG Souza, plug you. Okay, hey, CG Souza. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, CG in the house, man. CG's got a show coming up, and of course, the next show on my radar that I will be at is going to be up in Red Bluff, and that's going to be Frenchie's Jamboree coming up. And as always, and let's bring this up. Oh, guess what? Wait a minute. Drum roll, because it is the next to last day of the month when we usually roll out our new edition of 10-4 magazine for the upcoming month, and we have done just that. And in the wings right here is the new edition, April edition 2022 of 10-4 magazine. Congratulations to Eric Gibbons and his beautiful 379. Looking good there, my friend. Shot by our very own contributor, Stephanie Haas, the Diesel Addict, who, of course, was at Matt's in Louisville, hanging out with all of us as much as she could. She had a lot on her plate, so we did get to see Stephanie and spend some time, and that was awesome that we were able to do that. But there it is. There's the April edition. It's going to start hitting the racks today. Some of you will start getting maybe even some in the mail. Of course, best way to get 10-4 magazine, honest to goodness, is to go right here. And I've still got it up here on the screen for you, is to go to the subscribe tab right there, click on it, and bam, there it is. Get yourself the current edition and go from there. Get a 12-month subscription. And listen, you know what 10-4 magazine does that nobody else does? It's 12 editions, so it's one per month. Yeah, and oh, wait a minute, it's free. And yeah, okay, $50 to get it to you. That's just the cost of mailing it. It comes in a clear plastic sleeve. It is fresh off the press from the printer. Looks just the way it did the day it came off of it into your mailbox, to you in your hands. So if you need to have that magazine in your hands, you want one, get one, subscribe. The other thing to do too, man, is and I'll tell you, here's something that went crazy. This went crazy. Stay Loaded, of course, the official apparel provider for 10-4 magazine, and I'm wearing one of the new hats. This is kind of cool. I like that. These shirts are available from them right now, but we ran out. Oh, darn, sold out on the hats. So we'll have to see what's happening with that. We sold out of shirts at Matt's. So absolutely incredible. People are eating up our shirts, and we say thank you to that, because that helps pay the bills. And in case you didn't notice, we got a pretty big crew that needs to be flown and drove and taken care of once they arrive and then sent back home. So and taken care of the whole time we're out on a show. So there's a lot of work that goes into making happen what we have going on there. So let's go back over here to the 10-4 site. So anyway, you just click over there on the Stay Loaded logo and get yourself set up. Don Wood, what's going on, man? Stick around. I got some pictures of your truck. And Frank Strohmeyer. Frank, you had your hands full, my friend. It was a busy time at the show. And yeah, man, lots of great pictures to be had, because there was lots of great trucks to be seen. Dennis Mitchell, him and Aunt Barb were there at the show. Great to see you and your best, man. Yeah, a lot of people we did get to see, but so many we didn't. And I'm so bummed that couldn't fit it all in. But believe it or not, 3 days, you'd think, hey, there's plenty of time, right? Well, not really, because literally myself and Carl the Cart, once we shifted into gear and hit the power, man, and literally power, because it is a powered cart, we were on our way. Dale Bocaleone, good to see you, buddy. I hope I see you up in Red Bluff, coming up at Frenchie's. And then, yes, CG, after that is your show. And incidentally, guys, any shows that you're interested in, go to our website, stay there at our website, and go to hit the events tab right there. Let's get that one going. Come on. There it is. In fact, it might be kind of acting funny and wonky, because Dan is actually in there doing the web updates right now. So we may be, yeah, there we go. We may be kind of falling victim to that. Mid-America, well, that's in the books. 75's coming up, not to discount Swamp East, but that's the next show that's listed. 75 Chrome, and then bunch in between where I'm going to be, and that's going to be at Second Annual Frenchies, May 20th through the 22nd, and then jump ahead to the Souza Memorial, and that's right here, June 24th through the 26th. So Team 10-4 will be in full effect over at the Souza and at the Frenchies show, both of those. At least our West Coast contingency of that. So you'll have Tim and April running the booth. Myself, Dan, and Shan probably show up there, make a presence for part of it, if not all of it. So love to see all of you at that show. Drop by the booth and let's say howdy to each other. Some big hitters are coming into town for all these shows, and of course, not to to leave anybody out in the dry. Of course, especially my show right here, the 10-4 family show right there, Trucking for Kids, man. That is coming up September 11th. So get that one on your calendar for sure. Oh, Billy Joe Burrell, what's up, buddy? By the time you got into the area Saturday, everybody was packing up. Maybe better luck. Yeah, man. Well, 4 o'clock when it hits, it hits. And I'll guarantee you, inside, I know I was inside right around there. And yeah, people were definitely heading out. They were done. They were wiped out, I think, because there was a lot going on at that show all week long. And for us, we hit it on Wednesday, man. So we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days of show. That bonus coverage on Wednesday, man. That was a lot going on. And incidentally, it wasn't exactly, sunny, warm, and all that. It's funny because you'll see the first live streams that I did. And incidentally, if you're looking for those, I did share it over onto our Facebook page from the YouTube channel. I will be uploading more of what we shot back and forth to make sure we got double coverage, make sure we got everything everywhere. But I'm pretty sure there's another stream that didn't get out to YouTube. And so we should have 2 on there. There's 1 on there right now. But anyway, we'll check that and make sure that gets handled. Charles Hale, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing, buddy? Good to see Charles and his son out there, man, and the Johnny Cash truck looking good. 10-4 cover truck. Speaking of 10-4 cover trucks, there was a lot of pretty big trophies getting handed out. And just to name some names here, in fact, I'll bring this up because I don't want to go over all of it, but I'll give you some of it. Just to name some names like Don Wood, Jimmy Gansky, Johnny Cash truck, of course, Everett Ford, Danny Kimball, Chad Foss, Brandon Carpenter, best bratwurst for you, buddy. Just to name a few are some of the big winners at the show this past weekend. And best of show, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 10-4 cover trucks or affiliated to 10-4 magazine, either featured story or somehow in the magazine. Charles Hale, our 2022 cover truck for February, first place. Everett, first place, Everett Ford. Arlen Workman, a Clint feature. And of course, so was the Chad Foss truck, on the back of our shirts as well. So, there's something to be said about the eyes of 10-4 and where we're looking, because we see some stuff that, maybe not everybody sees. Eventually, most people see. But as soon as it's made available to us and we see it, we notice it. We know what's special out there. We do. And Dan's been doing this a long time, man. So he's made some people famous over the years and done a great job of featuring the best of the best. And that's been that way for a long, long time. Joe, don't spoil my thunder, buddy. Just slow your roll on that one, because I got some pics of that. Yeah, in fact, I got a bunch of pics we're going to show too. So, and today's show is going to be just me going through, kind of wrapping up last week in the show. Next week, though, Dan Lenz will be in studio. I mean, live in studio with me for our monthly get together. And I hope you guys all get ready and tune in for that one. That's always going to be a special show. So we held it virtually for March because we were so busy getting ready for Louisville. But April, we're back in the studio together, and listen, we're gonna go back into 10-4 archives and history, and keep kind of bringing us forward into where we're at today, little by little by little. So, you guys are awesome for following along and doing that. Oh, got a text message here. Hang on for a second, and I would not. Yes, absolutely. Uh, Tyler Vanderswag, you're in there as well, buddy, and back cover of 10-4 magazine right there. Bada bing. And yes, sir. So another winner to be mentioned that did well at Mats, man. So let's just talk for a minute about what we saw inside. Inside, usual suspects for the most part. A little disappointed that some of the big guys say that big manufacturers. So I think they should have been there to celebrate. This was a 50th. Now, granted, not everybody can do everything. I get it. But somehow or some way, man, I think they should have been there. So next year, I'm thinking they're going to be back strong and big. So I would assume. I mean, how could you not be? That being said, the rest of the show looked great. Like I said, attendance, spectators, attendees, fantastic. Um, and all the usual suspects were all scattered about. We opened up the show from the Four States truck booth there with the boss man Brian Martin. In fact, while I got everybody here rounded up, I want to make sure that I thank everybody. Four State Trucks, of course, for Wednesday and again on Thursday, sponsoring, and again on Saturday. Peasterbilt Customs, Valley Chrome Plating. Those were our Thursday sponsors that brought everything to you. If it wasn't for these guys, we couldn't do what we do to bring it to you. So you guys be sure and get out there and thank them. Let them know you saw the streams and comment. That's the best thing. Comment, share the streams from each day that we did those, and let people see what's going on. Lifetime Nut Covers, Dickerson Custom Trucks, and NAST, which is National Association of Show Trucks, and Stay Loaded Apparel, of course, the official apparel provider of 10-4 magazine. NAST, the National Association of Show Trucks, had their own show going on. So it was a show within a show, and that was invitation only. They had 15 trucks, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Dan? Well, you were there with me. Some big hitters were in there. And some big money was being given out too. So be sure and check them out. They have scheduled shows coming up. The Onaway show up there in Michigan, that's a NAST show. The other big show at the end of the year is a NAST show, and that's the one in Texas that is dragging and pulling in the pines. I can't recall the other ones that they have going on, but listen, guys, check these people out, man. They're for real, and they've been around a long time. It's not a new thing. It's being revived thing. So check them out. The other sponsors I want to thank, of course, to finish up our series for the week was Dickerson Custom Trucks again on Saturday. Pittsburgh Power, of course, a long-standing Team 10-4 marketing partner there. Bruce Mallinson on site to talk about some things that are available from them. Of course, Max Mileage, the fuel catalyst that we give away to our cover trucker every month. And Evans Detailing and Polish. Now, let me tell you something about Evan Stagger. I don't know where he's going to put all the trophies that he got. Now, I mean, he isn't armed, carrying that candy away. It's the trucks that he polished, and he killed it. I've got some pictures of Evan with some of the trophies and the guys that won them. So we'll check those out here in a minute. But Dennis Mitchell, original founder of NAST, National Association of Show Trucks, they're chiming in at Ignacy, Michigan. Ignacia. Is that how you say it? I think I said it right. Anyways, dropping that in there for us, so we got something to think about. Evan, you did phenomenal, buddy. I don't know how you're going to do it again next year, because now you're going to have to double your crew, my friend. You're just going to have to double your crew. And listen, there's a lot of guys out there that polish, but let me tell you, it is on the West Coast. You got Vic Kaliva. Papa Vic is the man. And then you got Evan out there, I guess, kind of the Midwest, East, Wisconsin, wherever that's considered. you know, he's making some names for himself, and the show truck world. These people are following along, and they're putting him to work on their trucks, and they're winning with him. So congratulations to all you guys that hired Evan and got him on your trucks, getting that shine when it was time to shine, and getting it done. Congratulations. Thanks to all those sponsors. You guys are awesome. Thanks for jumping in with us and being a part of it. Other things to mention, and you know what now I need to bring up, let me get these photos going because it won't be the same without them. Let me see here. Take me just a second, guys. I'm going to go with the pictures that I found that some folks had shared on Facebook and different places, and let's just go through them. You guys should recognize all these trucks, and I don't doubt you won't. Here you go. High maintenance, of course. I'm going to pull me out of here and give you guys the shot. There it is. 10-4 cover truck, of course. And the Sands truck is coming up. In fact, I think it's going to be in this next shot. Yeah, there it is. Blacktop Bandit. Let me tell you something about this truck. We're seeing it for the first time, and I guarantee you it won't be the last time. This truck is going to be making a name for itself. It is phenomenal. It just is. There's just things about this truck that just you went, oh my gosh. And I wish I would have picked this up. I got another set of pictures of this truck, and I'll explain that later. But colors, flow, detail, these guys didn't miss a thing. I mean, look at this shot right here. It's the inside of the trailer. Okay. All right. And let me clarify. Yes, it's a show truck. Okay. Yeah, it is a show truck. It has not hauled a load. It has not pulled a mile as it is sitting in these photos. That being said, this truck had, if I'm not mistaken, and Dan, maybe you can remember as well, 2 million miles on it, and it got totaled. It got wrecked. They did a complete restoration on this truck, starting off with new frame rails. So this is not some, bought it out of the showroom, tore it down, put it together, or bought it out of the showroom, added to it, made it what it is. These guys built this thing piece by piece. Every nut, every bolt, every washer, every single piece. That's a stainless steel wrapped ram for the end dump. And that's a Mack end dump on the back of that for you guys like me that are in the vocational world. I mean, smooth boltless frame, deck plate, beautiful. Every detail, every light, every little piece of this truck was just, phenomenal. Congratulations to them. They did take best to show, if I'm not mistaken. In their class, yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure they did, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in there? No. Yeah, guys, Danny, beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. Eric Hill in the house. What's going on, Mr. Hill? Glad you made it home. Best dump, Dan. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, without a doubt. That and then some. Yeah, I can't wait to see this truck again. I would love these guys to make a trip out west and be a part of what we do, and Trucking for Kids or any of the shows out west, man. Bring it on out here, boy. I'll tell you what. And the funny thing is, and there's our friend Don Wood's truck again. And any of these photos, if you recognize it and it's yours, thanks guys for letting us borrow them. I didn't get everybody whose they were. I pulled these off of our people's, pages. So if they're not theirs and they're somebody else's, thanks. Appreciate you. It looks like you can, tag yourself in the stream here that I'm doing and let us know who you are. That'd be awesome. That's fine. Oh yeah. Okay. This is Chad Foss. There we go. And his trophy. And there's that nice shot of the Evan crew right there, man. Time to shine, baby. Time to shine, and they did. They really, really did. So congratulations to all you guys that were able to make that happen. You did a great job. I've got one more gang of photos here from the show, and these were sent over to me by Terry Aslinger. So again, we'll go through these and you guys can get a look at them. See if I can get my yes, Low Life. Have you guys seen the live stream that I did of that, man? That truck was pretty damn incredible too. Now, going back to that for a minute, when we did the live stream for him on Saturday, we didn't get the interior. Frankly, I mean, he was kind of keeping it closed up. This is a no fault to anybody, me or them. It just didn't happen. We got everything, but the prior live stream I did on that at night, I did get it, and you guys can go in and check that out. Quite the interior, 30,000 watt stereo. Because the judge's trailer, JC and Company, was right 2 trucks over. If you were to see it, it's right there's the Alt logo right there. They told him, no, you can't do that to us. So they shut him down and said, no, you can't do that. So didn't get to hear it. I would imagine that somebody turned that thing up, it'd probably blow all the windows out of it and everything around it. But 30,000 watts of pure, unbelievable, unbelievable stuff in there. Hey, Don, thanks for chiming in on that too. Yeah, absolutely. Best of show dump. They deserved it too, man. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I imagine they're going to be around for the year showing that truck. It's going to make a name for itself and for them. And those guys are a couple of scrappers. You know, they own a scrap yard, and that's what they do. They're going to be hauling scrap with that truck once they turn it on the road and let it start earning. It'll be out there making money, and it'll be hauling scrap. So, well, I'd like to get a couple of GoPros, you know, at each end and side of that trailer when they start loading that thing to see how that all happens. Unbelievable. But yeah, it's gonna. Robbie Zilmer, good to have you. Hi, how you doing, buddy? And Clay Snyder, good to have you on the show. Daniel, good to have you. Daniel Lee Anderson, nice. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Joe Wilson, again, thanks. I appreciate it, man. You know, we really work hard to do what we do at the shows, and you know, I don't mind breaking my arm a little, patting myself on the back here, and the rest of the team. 2017, Dan, Eric, and myself at Matt's, my first time there with them in the capacity that I was there. I've been there before with them, but that was years ago as just you know, guy showing up at the show. But working with 10-4, I showed up with my phone, a camera, and a microphone, and said, you know, watch this. Let's talk to people, and live streamed like that. That's how we did it. And then the next year we built on that, and the next year we built on that. And then, of course, 20 and 21, we didn't have a show to go to. And then 22, well, we introduced Carl the Cart and brought a whole nother level of production. Inside's tough because there's just no signal, no bandwidth. So we recorded some of those and then uploaded them later. But outside, we were fortunate, and we were able to live stream everything from the Paul K. Young show truck lot. Back over here to the show trucks, and there's going to be a lot more coming from this guy, by the way. He took third, and you know, listen, we all talked about it afterwards, and they know why, I know why, we all know why. They're gonna fix that. That's gonna change. So be looking for them. Bubba, of course, was in the house there, just a phase, looking good as ever, brand new heart under the hood, and Bubba, yeah. Oh man, we did a live stream with his truck. I think it was on Saturday too, and I came up to him. He was standing there, and we both looked at each other, and he said to me, he said, John, we ain't made for this weather, man. Because it was cold. All right, it was just dang cold. So trucks, endless rows of amazingness, right? So when I started out over here, and this truck right there's the Sands truck. That's the blacktop truck. I started out looking here, you know, and this was nice truck. Nothing wrong with this truck. Absolutely phenomenal. And all of a sudden I turned and looked, and I don't know why I didn't see this one first, but and that just sort of stole the show right there. And the live stream went to that, and it never did leave. And we just covered it and covered it and covered it. So, and as I was saying, endless rows of trucks that the highest bar ever. Everett, there's Everett's truck right there. The highest level of show trucks and trucks competing in one place, I think, at one time. Jimmy Gansky right there, 10-4 cover trucker. Jimmy did well. And next week, Dan and I will talk a couple of parts of the show there, and we'll get that under our belts as well while he's here. And I thought that was, here's the funny thing. So I was going to do an interview with Ron. That's Ron Wood, our technically still cover trucker of the month for March 2022. And his truck, who brought all of our gear out. So thank you, Ron. I appreciate you, buddy. And thanks for getting everything out. Blacktop Bandit. Is that what the name of it is, Frank? Blacktop Bandit? Yes, sir. Unbelievable. Again, guys, the best and most appreciated thing you could do for us here at 10-4 and Studio 10-4 is to share all the live streams that we have. Be sure and follow us on our YouTube channel as well. A lot of new folks over there. We're going to get some things shuffled around. I've got to go through and inventory everything, so to speak, and get it all in its right places and start loading up all the live streams from Facebook over there too. And in the future here, if we can get things going right, I think we're going to do more over there on YouTube. And the reason is, you notice the difference, and it's 1080p versus 720. So I'll take 1080 every day. It is a night and day difference. And also our program here that we use, the app we use to stream to the show, it will be getting a nice little nudge and an upgrade. And as you saw, I believe a couple of shows ago, if not the last show that we did, we were in 1080 over on YouTube as well, because we had a temporary upgrade, and it really is nice. So yeah, Danny, I'm going to tell you, buddy, it was freaking cold, man. And it wasn't that it was, the static temperature out there. It was a damn wind. It just was. Robbie's over to first place, new bobtail, right on. Congrats. Way to go. Yeah, man. Donna, thank you. I appreciate that. Carl the Cart, hashtag Carl the Cart, enjoyed our coverage. Thank you. I appreciate that. The wind on Wednesday was supposed to go away. Thursday, Friday wasn't supposed to be any. That didn't happen. It just continued to blow. So that's the way it is. You never know what's going to happen weather-wise there in Louisville, Kentucky. It could do anything it wants, and it will. So no surprise there. None whatsoever. All right, guys. I pretty much got everything out. I think I wanted to get out here if there's something there. What was the story with that funky orange cab over? You know what? There was a lot of older trucks that showed really, really well. And yeah, nothing to say bad about any of them. And listen, you know what? Without going into it in great detail, let me say this too. First of all, truck shows are competitive. And a lot of the reason guys go to the show is they want to put their best of whatever they've got out there and hope that they have done the most and the best that they can to win and get the highest level of accolade possible, a best of show, a first place in whatever classes that they put themselves into. Mike, good to see you, buddy. Michael Wilkinson, 10-4 cover trucker there as well. And we saw Michael, so we got to hang out and actually went to dinner. As we do when we're at truck shows like this, we get a big group of our folks together, whether it's Team 10-4, of course, and then cover truckers. They're part of the family. They get to go, as well as some of our longtime vendors and Team 10-4 marketing partners. We found ourselves a barbecue shack and had ourselves a nice dinner out all together. So that was pretty good. Yeah, Don Wood bringing that up. How about Evan Steger and the new look on the cab over? We've got pictures of that too. There's there's a lot of pictures coming, guys, that we haven't even shared. Hundreds of pictures that 10-4 shot that we haven't even gotten into. So be sure and keep track, to when we get those posted and shared up. There's a lot. I mean, a lot. I've got video. I shot the entire Sunday Parade of Champions, and that will probably get cut up a little bit. It's pretty long. It's like 20 minutes or so long. Got a couple cameras working that we shot that with. There's a lot of other footage that went up on Instagram. Be sure to go over there and follow us on Instagram. I did some Instagram live while I was in between live streams that we were live streaming on Facebook. So we tried to cover all the bases, man, and get everybody a little something out there, because I know a lot of you guys don't go and hang out over on Facebook. You just don't do it, and that's okay. But we try to get a little bit everywhere, so that way we get everybody a view. But yeah, just make sure to do us a big favor and share those live streams out there with your friends and other groups all around, and let's get as much exposure out there as we can, not only for 10-4, but for our great sponsors who helped us make all of that happen. Without them, it just doesn't. So one more thing, and I know I brought this photo over, so give me a second here. And bring it up. There was the Wall of Fame, and our very own Big E, Eric Sieben, was chosen for the Mats Wall of Fame and memorialized and remembered at the awards ceremony. Let me bring that up, guys, because I want you to see the actual. And I thought I had drug these over, but I guess I hadn't. So let's do that right now. There it is. I got one and a close-up. So let's be able to get both of those. There we go. This is the first time they did this. They don't know themselves, even if it's going to be an ongoing thing. But we'll find out next year, obviously. And here it is. These are all the honorees that made it in. Frank's got something there for me. What you got, Frank? Shot of the Frank shooting one of the trucks there. Right on, Frank Strohmeyer. These are the first ones in. So a lot of faces you probably recognize, names have heard. I just can't help but think they got to do this again. That's my personal thing. I think it's great that they did it to begin with. I think that it needs to be an ongoing thing. It's the biggest truck show in the world, honoring some of the biggest names in the industry and immortalizing them, because some of them are being honored posthumously and others are obviously still around. So good part for the guys that are still around. Unfortunately, our very own Big E is not. So unfortunate, but we miss him every day. And for this point forward, he'll always be remembered there at the Mid-America Truck Show. And there's one more photo as well up close. There he is right there, man. Big E, the one and only. So guy had quite an impression on people, and you either kind of loved Eric or you didn't love him as much, I guess, is one way to put it. But he was quite a character, man. He really was. And again, without going all back over everything, I could say is thank you to everybody that stopped by. You made our trip home a lot easier because we didn't have to load a second pallet. We brought 2 pallets of magazines, shirts, hats, posters, all that kind of stuff. That we do at every show, and some we sell and some we give away. We sold all the hats, we sold all the shirts, all gone. Friday we're down to 12 shirts on Friday. That doesn't tell you enough right there, man. But there's more available on the website. You guys just go over there, hit that stay loaded button on there, and you'll definitely get there. Again, want to say thank you to our team. Eric Hill, Tim and April Sieben, myself, Miss Shannon, our friends Jed and Paul, who always show up, contributors Frank Strohmeyer, Stephanie Haas, and Casey Asslinger. Thank you guys for doing what you do for us and what you did at the show, all the work and help you put in, always being generous and showing up. We appreciate that. Um, look for those folks at different shows coming up this year, and we're not all going to be at every show. We're going to be spread out across the country. Some of us at some of the shows throughout the year. I hope to see as many of you as possible in the upcoming West Coast Swing that we have that's going to be coming up. And again, that's Red Bluff, Merced, and of course, Irwindale, California for Trucking for Kids, September 11th. That's our big show, and we can't wait for that to happen. That's going to be a blast, man. Let me tell you, we're going to have some fun. We recruited some people from Mid-America to come out. Drag trucker, a Canadian drag trucker, and this guy's got a 2,000 horse beast. Excuse me, that he said he wants to come out and do it. So I am excited as heck that that's going to happen. Victor Verrett, was there no $2 bills? Yeah, the $10-4 next time. $10-4 will be out next time, and at another show, so another time, I'm sure we'll make that happen. Raffle tickets, guys. Look for the raffle tickets at the shows upcoming. We have a guitar that was signed by Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson. Got that right there, Dan? Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson, both still alive. Infamous, highwaymen of the country music scene and outlaws of the old school country music jam. Cool guitar. It's an acoustic, and it's signed by both of them. And you can buy raffle tickets to have a chance at winning that guitar. And I believe, Dan, we're going to give that away at Trucking for Kids, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be the last show. We drive funds for that. And all that money, of course, is going to get donated to Trucking for Kids, to our benefactor, the charity, which I'm believing we're kind of leaning towards Shriners. So if that's the case, then congratulations to them. They'll be the recipient of a whole bunch of money from a whole bunch of you, doing a lot of great things for all the kids. We want to help the kids out, and there's probably going to be some other stuff that we're going to help out as well. But the theme is Trucking for Kids, and the name is Trucking for Kids, and the theme's Trucking for Kids. So truck drags and show and shine, September 11th. Right on, guys. Well, man, you know what? I think I burned through about pretty much everything I got. Again, next week, Dan Linz, Dan the Man, owner, co-founder, editor, and he's been all that all along. So it's not a new thing, guys. And I think most everybody knows that by now. Everybody kind of got the word. Dan's been there all along. We'll be in studio next week here live with me in Studio 10-4. Stephanie Haas, what's going on, dear? She made it home, I guess, and back to Georgia. And Steph was there with us getting it done, and not only with us, but a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll let Stephanie talk about that. We're going to have her on in April with the cover truck, the April cover truck that she shot. We'll get them together. That'll happen later on in the month. And we'll get some talk about mats and, of course, the cover shoot and all that good stuff. 10-4 coverage of the show was great. Well, I'm going to put that up there, man. I want to let people read that for themselves, and hear me say it. But Randy, thank you bunches for that. We appreciate it. We try. We really try hard. And there's a lot that goes into making it happen in these truck shows, the way we do it. And everybody else doing everything they do to put the magazine together as a quality product. It is not anything less than the best. It's always the best of the best. So we appreciate all of you, all the support always that you've given to this magazine and all those involved. So thank you very much. There's Ethan. What's going on, man? Considered slightly above average. I love that, man. That is definitely us. Appreciate the heck out of you, man. It was great. It was great is to meet the people that I did meet in person for real in real life that I've talked to much over the year, 2 years, whatever, that we've been doing this, the Studio 10-4 live update. in real person. It was fun to meet everybody. So there's nothing like shaking hands and getting hugs and starting those relationships in real life that we've created over the last couple of years in the virtual world. So pleasure to meet everybody, see everybody. Anytime you guys see us out there, just say howdy, man. It happened a lot this show. People come up and say, "Hey, John," or "Hey, Dan," you know, uh, and we're like, "Do you know him?" No, we don't. But they know us, and that's Dan coming into the studio and being on the show as much as he has. He's got some facial recognition going on there, and as well as I do, and people that they're on your side seeing us. We don't necessarily get all that. We don't see everybody, and there's a lot of folks to watch that don't comment. As I found out this last week, there's a lot of folks that are in the industry watching the show. So thanks to you guys. I hope we make us all look good and sound smart. So appreciate it. Again, keep the shiny side up, everybody. Tune in next week, 4 o'clock Wednesday. We'll have Dan in the studio. We'll be talking a little bit more about match. We'll be talking things, of course, about 10-4, past, present, and upcoming. So thanks again for always tuning in. You guys are awesome. Love all of you. Appreciate you. All my fellow Team 10-4 members. Thanks for showing up and supporting the show tonight. Appreciate that too. I hope everybody's home and catching their breath. I'm going to go and put my feet up and relax a little bit more for a little bit longer. And then I think tomorrow I'll be swinging the bat full capacity. Right now I'm about halfway there. So take care. Till next week, guys. Talk to you later.